She believes that education of the girl child must be promoted at all costs. In her view, education is the only tool that will lift women in Migori County and indeed countrywide out of poverty.
Once you empower a woman, you have done a lot, because this woman is able to take her children to school. This woman is able to take her children to hospital, for example, for immunization. So I am looking at ways, because my number one issue and agenda that I want to address in this house is how can we effectively empower our women economically.
She is vocal about women's issues because she escaped female genital mutilation, which in her community at the time was a requirement for marriage. Early marriage, for that matter, with girls as young as 12 being married off after undergoing the cut.
You know what happens immediately after FGM is marriage. So most of my age mates now, you know, because they come from the same my community, were married off. But having grown up in a very, you know, churchish family, one of my auntie is a nun in a Catholic, you know, she's a Catholic nun. She's the one who helped me to avoid and to escape, you know, the practice. Mm-hmm. Most of the times I grew up in a boarding school where, and so it kind of prevented me from the cut, because most of the times when schools could close, I ended up, you know, staying over in the convent, so that I could avoid undergoing the practice. You know, when schools close in my community, that is especially when, you know, the practice is done.
Troubled by the plight of girls her age and indeed women in her community, Dennitah focused on her studies, seeking answers and a platform to advocate for the rights of the girl child.
I rescue girls who are at risk of undergoing FGM, and I take them to a safe space, a safe center where they stay. And as they stay there, I provide training to them. I consult with their parents so that they are able to understand what the law says about FGM, because FGM is very detrimental to girls' development, and especially because it is a prerequisite for marriage in my community. And it is so sad that there are so many girls in my community that have been denied the opportunity to proceed with education. Mm-hmm. So that is why I feel very passionate about education for girls. This issue of FGM just has to stop.
Decades later, the once upon a time village girl founded an education center for the advancement of women in Kuria District, a grassroots organization that advocates on behalf of local women and girls through community workshops and empowerment activities.
Focusing a lot on girl child education, focusing a lot on building capacities of young girls and young women to be able to speak before the public. So that is the only way, that is the foundation that you are building, so that women can come up and seek positions of leadership.
In her capacity as print journalist, the legislator also used the platform to advocate for the rights of women and girls.
That opportunity for me gave me an avenue to put issues of women, issues of girl children at the, you know, at the policy, because we could write stories and we could bring them out, and you know, the whole world, the whole country could read and see that this is what is happening.
Migori County has a population of over 1 million people distributed in Rongo, Awendo, Migori East, Migori West, Oriri, Nyatike, Kuria East and Kuria West.
The people of Migori sent me to do the work for them. Therefore, I won in Migori County in the March 4th elections with a whooping 189,000 votes. My other competitor who came close had 58,000 votes. So that is a clear indication that the people of Migori had made their choice, and they wanted me to represent them in the National Assembly. About petition, I know that is a case that I have been petitioned, but again, you know, that is every Kenyan, as stipulated in the Constitution, has a right to, you know, to go to court, and if they feel dissatisfied with the results.
Her vision for Migori County is to empower the community, as she believes solutions to local problems lie with the local people.
I never had any godfather. I really did not have a godfather in Migori, someone that I could say, this is the person who can hold my hand and work with me to campaign. I got out there and I believed in myself, and that's another thing that I really want to ask people, to urge, especially women and young girls, believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself, and the rest God will take care of.
Dennitah believes women are the pillars of development.